Looking at the Earth's history, we can see multiple notable asteroid impacts that have shaped the surface of our planet. And 66 million years ago, one such ancient cataclysmic event wiped off the dinosaurs from the face of Earth. A similar massive collection of meteors surges across the night sky between October and November every year. How do these giant fireballs come every year at the same time? Are they really dangerous? And if yes, how dangerous are they for our planet Earth? Would it be the ultimate extinction event? What's the reality behind their origin? We'll be exploring all of these in this video by Amaxiom, The Amazing World. The ancient Taurid Meteors consists of two streams, the South Taurids and the North Taurids. As it originates from the Taurus collection near the bright star Aldebaran and the tiny Pleiades, it got its name as the Taurid Meteor stream. The largest known body in the stream is the comet Encke, which is considered the major source of dense disk of dust particles in the stream. The French comet hunter Pierre McCain discovered it on January 17, 1786. But it's not just the dust grains. The stream also contains some heavier materials like ice and pebbles. In fact, the size of masses in the Taurid complex is so wide that it ranges between particles as small as 0.1 grams to masses more than 1000 kg. But you will be surprised to know that all the meteoroids larger than 300 grams in the Taurid stream were very fragile, while those smaller than 30 grams were much more compact. Now, if a meteor in the Taurid stream is larger than a pebble, it may become a bolide. Now, what in the world is a bolide, you might be wondering? To begin with, a meteor or a shooting star is any object that enters the Earth's environment and is seen as streaks of light. They disintegrate before reaching the Earth's surface. When these pieces survive and fall on the Earth's surface, they are called meteorites. Now, the bolides are extremely bright meteors, one that explodes in the sky and leaves a trail of light and smoke for some seconds. Those who have seen a bolide before, please do comment below. Typically, the Taurids appear at a rate of about 5 per hour, moving slowly across the sky at about 28 km per second or 100 and 800 km per hour. The rate increases on peak days, and some of them will be fireballs of bolides, so there's a good chance that you can witness one. Just like Earth's orbit around the Sun, the Taurid complex consisting of comets, large and small debris, dust particles, etc. is also orbiting the Sun, and that is the reason why the Taurid meteor stream appears at the same time each year. Now you might be wondering why these meteors, unlike other meteors, appear in the night sky for almost a month. It's because the Taurid meteor complex is so spread out in space that our Earth takes several weeks to pass through it. So how did the Taurid stream form? First of all, let's come to the origin of comet Encke and the Taurids. They are believed to be the remnants of a much larger comet, which has disintegrated over the past 20,000 to 30,000 years. Based on the studies done, it is suggested that they formed chiefly by a violent ejection of material from comet Encke following a collision around 4,700 years ago. Studies also show that another ejection occurred some 1,500 years ago from a body in its similar orbit, which possibly was a component of comet Encke itself, traveling at a greater aphelion distance. Well, aphelion means the point in the orbit of an object where it is farthest from the Sun. The southern Taurids are active from around September 28th until December 2nd and peak around November 4th and November 5th, while the northern Taurids are active between October 13 and December 2nd and peak around November 11 and November 12. The best time to spot these beautiful meteors is around midnight, when they appear more radiant and the Taurus constellation is high up in the sky. Even though the Taurid meteor shower is an enchanting celestial event, the scientific community is concerned with the potential risk associated with it. They have come up with many impact hypotheses that may cause global cataclysm. Massive objects. Compared to other meteor showers, the Taurid meteor stream has a higher concentration of larger debris, so there's a greater chance of encountering massive objects that could be a threat if they enter the Earth's atmosphere. Tunguska event. In 1980, an expansive forest area in Siberia, Russia, was flattened by an explosion that is often linked to the Taurid Meteor stream. This event just gives us an idea of the potential destructive power of even a relatively small object from space. Increases chances of impact. According to studies, there are increased chances of encountering larger objects as the Earth periodically navigates through denser regions of the Taurid stream. This further increases the concerns about the potential for future impact events. But don't worry, the overall risk of a catastrophic impact from the Taurid meteor stream remains low. According to NASA Jet Propulsion Laboratory, there is no known significant threat of impact for the next 100 years or more. Many studies and efforts are already being implemented to monitor and better understand the celestial phenomena. Meteor observation networks, radar systems, space-based telescopes, computer modeling, and many more are already set to develop effective strategies to protect our planet Earth from potential impacts. Hope you liked the video. So if you could wish upon a Taurid fireball, what would you ask for? Do let us know in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel to learn about all the amazing things in this world and beyond. See you in the next video. Until then, stay amazed, stay blessed.